Hello everyone, Discord here and welcome back to another Planet Zoo quick tricks tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you how to group up several groups of GridPop items in Planet Zoo. So while the game lets you group up non-GridPop items easily by selecting them with multi-select and merging them together, this is not something that the game allows you to do with GridPop items. But of course there is a workaround around this, which is that normally when you select an item from one group and you exit that group, you can actually add it to another group. And if you do that with only one item, it actually snaps to the grid of the group you're adding it to. But if you take all of the items from a group and you press move, you can still exit the group, and if you hover over the other group you can now click and it adds it to the second group, keeping its angle and position it had the moment you clicked. So yeah, one more time, you just select everything inside a group, press move, exit the group and click on another group to add it to that. Now this is of course very useful if you want to have all of your items neatly grouped up so that it becomes a lot easier to move them around and kind of work with them. But there are a couple of downsides to this, mostly when wanting to edit that group you just created. If you try to duplicate an item, it now kind of snaps to that grid. Even when selecting multiple items, you kind of really stick to that grid of the original group that you've been adding stuff to. So do keep that in mind. Don't really group things up until you are finished building. And if you do have to edit a house like this, after grouping it up, know that you can always break it apart from the group, and when you start editing it, it will go back to its old grid. Now another difficulty you might encounter is that putting the object back into its exact same location is actually a lot more difficult than you might think. Because you have to kind of freehand it, it's kind of difficult to put it back exactly where you want, so I would suggest putting up some visual aids so that you know exactly where to place your building, because the moment you click it snaps to that position, and after that you can't really make any minor adjustments anymore. Another thing you might want to do to help with that is to make a copy of the group you're trying to merge. Then when you move the building you have the copied group over there, and you will be able to place the group exactly inside of the old one. And of course after that you can just delete the old group, and now there's only one building there. So yeah, that is how you group up multiple GridPop groups. If you found this video useful, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you in the next video, livestream, or whatever comes first. Bye bye!